Hello everyone, welcome. It's been a little while since I played this, because I keep skipping days on the same day that I'm usually playing this. I think we had just finished this and could continue outward. Alright. Last we left off, we were doing the Foundation DLC, I think. I'm not sure, it doesn't exactly tell you. Yeah, this way.
Smogless Hood, all I remember is last thing you did was fix the audio.
Well, the premise of this DLC is that the, I don't remember what it's called, but the astral plane is like bleeding into the real world. That's what's causing all this to happen. And I'm supposed to figure out how to fix it. I gotta figure out how to get up there because I don't have whatever is necessary. Well, keyboard? Apparently I don't have a functioning keyboard either. I really need to replace this thing. It's really sad. This keyboard is not exactly old. I got it like a few months ago. But something about wireless keyboards just does not work. Let's try from here. Maybe I can... Oh, I haven't opened this yet.
I need a wireless keyboard so I can type away from desk but never intend on getting one.
Doesn't work that way, unfortunately. They have such a weak signal, usually, that you couldn't get more than half your room away. At least that's my experience with keyboards of the wireless variety.
Not the one my friend was talking about.
Well, if you have any information on which one that is, then I'd be curious to see. But I think I'm probably going to end up getting a wired keyboard instead.
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
Well, I don't mean talking to them. I figure you still have the knowledge of the keyboard itself.
Spotless foot. I recently got a keyboard with my wireless mouse and charging mousepad.
That was a nice bit of lag. This is for backup, dude.
This is Director Faded. I require backup at this location.
We're in this together! Push up!
Still hate these guys.
Don't give it!
Look like there's anything special in this room. Alright. Oh, that's a dead end almost. Almost over it, so. Hello, free man. All my mods slots are full. Should be all right. Should do. Alright.
Another etching.
Oops. Yeah. Into a new section of the astral plane, I think.
Hello? Board, are you there?
Right. Glad the subtitles know what it's saying.
Okay, what the hell is going on? Wait, I'm back here? Wasn't my idea. Blame the eyeball. Former. Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't.
I don't know what I think of that, but alright. Neat.
I don't like you deciding what I can't have.
Back here? Nope. Alright. Now I can progress even further, because now I can break and grow crystals.
I'm getting pretty tired of being jerked around the astral plane. If you're listening, I want some answers.
This is a different part of it. It's all foggy.
Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it? So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are? Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it?
Sure would be nice
Part
if
of
I
the
could
board?
understand more than half your
Or used
words.
to be? Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for... Gotta be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone? I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble.
Was Former trying to tell me about the board? Should I trust either of them?
Hmm. Alright. I have a few other places to go. I wonder if I can get to that bottom left question mark.
You got this, Director.
Thank you. Alright. For sake of curiosity, I wanted to go see if I can get to that other place. Oh, I have more ability points. Now I can take control of the like, tougher enemies after they've been low enough. Alright. Enough. There's something I'm not seeing. Oh, it let me go higher that time. Why? Whatever. It's over here. More. Hmm. So they were taking a recording of something, and now that tape has the ability to take control of people. Hmm. Doesn't really explain much. I can't go through there. Alright. Do I go into the box? Yes, so. What happened? Nothing? Nothing. Alright. Can't take that back out. I have no idea what this room was for other than a slight piece of lore. Oh, wow. Hey, Spinby. How you doing? this way. Alright. Closest way is to the right. Oh yeah, now I can do this.
Spin
Greetings.
Helping cleaning up house for graduation party tomorrow for my sister who graduated HS.
Oh, very nice. Well, congratulations to them.
Also, I finished plaything through Indigo Park this morning was really noise.
I haven't heard of Indigo Park. What's it about?
Spin V. A lot of other games of its type.
That's funny. Only cause I just graduated earlier today.
Oh, wow. Congratulations to you too. So I need to stay in this room.
Furryman01, I'm free.
Freedom! Free to have even more responsibilities and probably college to deal with.
Horror game where you explore an abandoned theme park and are being watched by the various mascots and shit trying to kill you, I guess.
So it's
Furryman
in the
01.
same vein as Math. Vaguely, anyway. Right. So just continue
So much
posting.
better than FNAF.
Look, I wasn't comparing the two directly. I said in the same vein.
I haven't even played FNAF and I know it's better.
It's not the way to think about it. I'm talking about the concept behind it. Tall structure.
It's horror exploration.
Yeah, no, I just mean the whole horror aspect and dealing with existing parts of the theme park coming to life and trying to mess with you. Bonk. Right. Melee, launch, melee. I don't use my melee literally ever.
Spin V. Also, have you seen a particular raccoon around the internet lately while browsing?
No. There's plenty of raccoons around the internet though, so you'll have to be specific.
Furryman01, I'm a raccoon.
Alright, neat.
Smogless food, not you. Spin V, not you.
Furryman01, isn't the one wet?
Oh, yeah, no, you'll have to be a little more specific than that, because there are too many of that species around.
Smogless foot, are we thinking about the same raccoon?
I'm going to assume you don't mean strode, since that's not what they actually are.
Spinby, purple with red bandana around neck?
Hmm.
Furryman01, that purple one?
Smogless foot, no, not strode. Smogless foot, no, we are thinking of different raccoons.
Hmm.
Spinby, you sure?
Y'all should just, you know, fucking say the name of them or something. Stop, like, going in circles about whether or not you actually are talking about the same one and actually say a name or something.
Spinby, rambling.
It's not freaking Voldemort, you can say things. Anyway, no, I've never heard.
I will not mention any way to see this raccoon.
Okay. Okay. Whatever. Hmm. More lore that I can't really parse. Hmm.
Spinby, I don't know if you are interested in horror-based games, but would be neat to see you stream Indigo Park. It's free on Steam.
I could consider it. I've played plenty of horror games after all. So. However, I don't usually react that much to horror games, so it really depends on what kind. If it's just jump scary, then it's not gonna really faze me much. Something about the pyramids.
Smogless foot, I wish horror was able to scare me like when I was younger.
So, there's different types of horror.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? It looks so old. Hope will definitely want to see this.
Jump scare stuff usually will not scare you if you're older and have been exposed even slightly to that kind of thing. Things like that don't immediately throw whatever threat it is at you, these are usually much more effective. Like the DLC of Outer Wilds got me a bit, because
Smogless foot,
it was
no, I mean
avoiding something I couldn't see.
or in movies.
Yeah, no, that's basically the same as jump scares. You get desensitized to that kind of thing very easily. Now, suspense horror is what usually is the more effective variety.
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation.
Well, the suspense horror
I
doesn't faze
basically
me
live
either.
down here now, like the obedient head of research father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hylogalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
A moment. That didn't help. So last time I changed my render resolution to be less heavy, and I wasn't able to test if that would affect my avatar in the way I hope it would. It does not seem it has. It's so dumb. I wish I could just give the avatar program priority. Have it be the thing that takes the processing power rather than the game.
28
I
days
didn't mean
now
to.
spent inside.
Okay. There. Is there anything else out here? Yeah.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
Why am I looking for ID cards in the first place? Never know. It goes to a completely different area. Alright. Huh? Where are we going?
Spinby, I don't really care all that much to see a reaction to scares. There's only really a few in the game. I just think it's a cool game and it has a very good spooky atmosphere to it despite some of the cutesy art surrounding the park.
Fair enough. Power cores. How do I just have to contain energy lines? Good noticed. Power core. Yeah, that's different. Okay. Really? Yeah. Hmm. So we've been using like magical batteries based on this area, this entire game. else in here that I care about? Yes, actually. Is there any others? Looks like that's everything in this spot. Level 3. It's all up in here. Good.
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes, and frequently mentioning the pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect.
Not to mention the brain rot of that
Oddly
series
enough,
as a whole has made
Adam
it not
and the
scary
other
to
id
begin
have
with.
shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls.
Once again, I was not comparing the series directly to that game.
As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like
So
it was
we could
going out of
move away
fashion.
from the idea that they're
Standing
the
on their
same
base,
thing.
Triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
No, I literally was just comparing the concept of a theme park-esque thing where the mascots and whatnot come to life and are a problem. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. I guess I have to go up here now.
Spinby, Yak. Types of games are the communities that come from them or the monetary incentives by targeting children with content themed around it.
Basically anything that is intended to be fun for kids will spawn communities that are not pleasant to be around. Because that just so happens to be kids in general, most of the cases.
I found something special. One
Where's the Bonk. This new enemy of this area, the miners that sort of just teleport around, are very much the worst thing they possibly could have added as an enemy type. Because normally you're looking off into the distance or up in the sky due to the other enemy types in the game. And then these guys just zoop right next to you and hit you while you can't see them because you're looking up.
Who should I be listening to? Entity A or B? Or neither. Let's just stay the course for now. The Bureau's in danger. We know we need to repair the nail. The astral plane won't break reality on my watch.
I wonder why I needed that other battery that I found. Or did I need that other battery?
Sloth good. Some might say they force you to change your playstyle.
It's not so much about the playstyle, it's about the fact that you can either look at the ground ones and get hit by the air ones, or you look at the air ones and get hit by the ground ones. There's nothing you can do about it. Other than, like, know exactly which ones are gonna show up and hit you first. Not just melee. They can still hit you like an enemy. Yeah, they're strobed.
Strode thoughts. How goes control?
It goes. I'm not sure how far into this DLC I actually am, but we're getting somewhere. We're still dealing with inventory management because this game decided that 24 slots was sufficient, even though there's like 20 individual types of mods for each category. So I have to proactively melt down these mods so that I have space for new ones. Up here. All right. Alright. Yeah, if you weren't here to see it earlier, we met with that thing that I fought in a couple instances with the one eye and like long spider arms.
Strode thoughts. Oh neat.
couldn't understand half of what it was saying because half of it was bleeped out for some reason. But yeah, like literally every other word was like not translated. Mhm. So all of the like door things that have been going through all connect to the nail, I assume. Hey, it's that battery that I put in here. Now what? There's a battery slot around here that I need to... I could make it over there, probably. Did I not? Oh, I could have gone here in the first place. Alright. What's up this way? There is red in here. Don't know if I can hit that. Where's that charge at? Hey, it worked. Ooh. Oh, that for one more battery. Alright. Next floor, I guess. Right? Okay. Ow. They did not actually realize that was explosive. Oh. Luckily, heal point. Do I have enough for this yet? No. Also, I might as well. Hmm. Energy boost. Don't think I was using one of those. No. Alright. Warehouse.
There's the etching.
Alright. Onwards. I'll read through that, huh? Oh, it's one of you. There we go. Maybe this time. There we go. Oh, great. Thanks. Mhm. Alright, well. Oh, get that.
They sure changed their tune all of a sudden.
Indeed. Onwards.
I'm overthinking this whole board former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in my way. Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do. But I've got my intuition. And you.
Well, I did just go up a giant elevator, which means that down is the way to go. I wonder if this is just a death pit, though. Let's find out. It's not. Wow. Never did figure out what to do with that last battery. Because it gave me a new one after the fact. Alright. Oh wow. It actually has some momentum before you gain your levitation. Good to know. Because I pressed space about a second before I hit the ground. And it did not catch me. I didn't get it, I don't think. I never did figure out what's up with the red things that we're seeing along the way up. There's still a whole bunch of places off to the right. Of course, the elevator's all the way at the bottom. It's gonna take forever to get all the way up. I just want to see what's at level 5. Oh, the battery's gone. Huh. Visible on the way down, which means I guess I already dealt with them. Alright. I guess I go back now. Gotta clear yet more things out of my... Alright. Hmm. Well, I haven't even tried this. Might be good. Well, the crossroads. Let's go see what to do with the nail now.
Water.
Furryman01. Hydration is keys in the one sip.
That not being physically active means it's less key.
Oh, hello, Director.
Hi. What?
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride. The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is...
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it.
Those are words.
Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I'd put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Rightio then. So, alright.
It's been 5 days
Yes.
since...
I assume that means I need to look around this area since... Wait, talk to? I just finished talking to her.
Director?
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this
$5.
key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Well, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
Alright. Well, I found 2. I have to find the rest. It says they're in this area, but I don't think that's actually the case. Also, that's neat. I didn't know the slam was, like, something I could direct. Huh. That'll be useful. Alright. Oh, warehouse. I'm not in the warehouse.
If it isn't my favorite director.
Alright, that means I have to search in a very highly vertical area. And hope that enemies don't just keep spawning while I try to get through these things. Have I gone this way? No. Loop. Nothing there. Definitely didn't go up here. Huh.
Another ID card. For a cartographer.
More. 8. 3, 6, 4. Lava-like material. I mean, is it not just lava? Do you know if it's not lava or not? Oh, there's one.
Another one of those ID cards. Security chief.
I just need to find one more. I don't know where. I haven't looked. Well, at least all the batteries are in place, so it'd be too hard to look around. Maybe go in there. Oh, please. Is that? Yeah, so far. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Let's just go straight up 50 damage. That's... Anything else I can get rid of? Don't really need that. That should help a bit. Alright, what can I get rid of here? That could be nice. That's never getting used. Again, I'm already using that. I never use my melee. That could be good. Oh, yeah. Sorry, else there's that thing there. I never did go in here. Ah, there it is.
This ID card was for an excavation engineer. Why did so many people abandon their cards down here? From the layer of dust on this place, nobody's swept here in years. Not even Ati. No way he'd stand for this. There's an elevator, which I'm sure is super safe, and a space in each terminal for an ID card. But which card goes where?
Ah. Alright, and yep. And now the last one.
It worked. Now I just have to get on a rickety elevator that goes who knows how far down.
Hello!
So, ghosts can be defeated using corn?
Possibly. Ah, here we go. What's down here?
More dust. Still, this lab's way tinier than any of Darling's.
Furryman01. No nomming the corn crafty.
There's plenty.
Crafty the Hawk.
That was not
Give
the
it.
sound. That was...
Furryman01.
Crafty the Hawk. Yes.
Pieces of the astral plane. Alright.
Why would they need such a heavy door down here?
You only get the hint.
I get some.
There we go. Got it.
This looks like the nail, only mini.
Small nail. It's a thumbtack.
A document. Is this in some kind of code? I can't read a word of it. I should take this back to
Crafty the
Emily
Hawk.
and tell her I
Hawk
got into
Eye is
Ash's
born in
secret lab.
Gardenia.
Hmm. Well, maybe you should ask someone who's Gujarati. Or whoever speaks that language, anyway.
Furryman01. No corn.
Crafty the Hawk. Corn. Crafty the Hawk. At Furryman01 confess.
You get the... I'm pretty sure that was... You get the hammer when I get partnered and have the emote slots for it.
Crafty the Hawk. Oh.
Furryman01. Yee.
Which is probably just not happening.
Very derpy today, Fender.
Because that would require me to be playing games that are actually popular. and to be more of an exuberant personality, which I am not going to be.
Crafty the Hawk says who?
Says the internet, and how popular people get to where they are.
Crafty the Hawk. That's just sad.
Entertaining people get a larger audience, that's just how it is.
Smogless foot. You make cutting my grass fly by.
Nice.
Crafty the Hawk. Oops.
I need a game that that doesn't have so much reading. It's a problem that I've been having with this one, is that I don't read out loud, therefore it's not exactly entertaining.
Crafty the Hawk. Minecraft Nia.
I mean, that is a possibility,
Oh, hello, Director.
Smogless
but
I found
Vault
Ash's secret
Hunters.
lab.
Excellent.
Crafty the
Please
Hawk.
tell me everything.
I already went
Spare
through
no
Vault
details.
Hunters, and it's not
Well,
something I could do
there
again. I
was
don't
another
think.
cave.
Maybe, I don't know.
The walls were covered in paintings of eyeballs. The research seemed dedicated to studying a kinda smaller version of the nail. It looked like the same material as the one up here, but just a different shape.
Well, are you sure you didn't see any functioning prototypes? Or at least some schematics? I mean, Dr. Ash was a very accomplished engineer.
None. Sorry. I did find this handwritten note.
Wow. Ash had terrible handwriting. Never meet your heroes, right? So it looks like a transcribed conversation between Ash and someone named F. Ooh. Oh, this is juicy. This'll take me days to parse out. Maybe weeks.
Crafty the Hawk.
Have you ever
Hardcore
thought about
world
taking
win.
a vacation, Emily?
Are you kidding? This is
don't
my
know.
vacation, Jesse.
I don't feel like Minecraft is the right kind of game for that. At least
The
not
nail is
my-
almost repaired.
the way I would play it.
You really do have a knack for this kind of work.
Any progress with the nail?
Of course. I've been busy with surface
Crafty the
analysis.
Hawk.
Its composition
True.
is remarkably similar to that of material found in the astral plane, but it alters itself between my observations. It's almost as if it doesn't like being examined.
So the nail is from the astral plane.
Not necessarily. See, if we assume that, we're suddenly facing a lot of new questions. How did something so large get out of the astral plane? How did it get inside the oldest house? Did a threshold bring it in? Did people? Maybe through the motel.
Maybe it was always here.
Doubtful.
Have you spent any time looking into the crystals growing around here?
As if I could resist. The biggest question is where it comes from. A threshold? Or is it native to the Foundation? But if so, why doesn't it grow in the rest of the oldest house? The fact that they returned to an earlier state when damaged is severely inconsistent with our reality's adherence to linear time. So either they're A, partially conscious, or B, organic elements that are foreign to and yet influenced by our dimension. The jury's still out. Have you learned anything about the crystals?
I have a power that lets me stretch them.
Huh.
Yep.
Yup.
Any idea what Marshall would be doing down here?
That information is on a need-to-know basis, Faden. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But honestly, I never had much interaction with Marshall. She only came to me when she was looking for Darling. But this is Helen Marshall we're talking about, the woman who single-handedly dealt with the Bergen Peak AWE. If she's down here, it's because she needs to be.
Well, clearly she couldn't handle this one on her own. I'll see you later, Emily.
All
Good
right.
luck. Take notes.
Alright, now what? actually, now what? Because I don't have an objective. Hmm. Alright, there. Ah, there we go. Can I go this way? But yeah, depending on like what kind of mod pack I used, I wouldn't mind streaming Minecraft. Probably not necessarily a multiplayer server, but still. I don't recall what the last mod pack I did was, aside from one time I did Sky Factory. I think it was just SevTech was the last thing I did. I never did actually. Can I actually cook here, please? Jeez. I got to just about the point that I would be able to go into space, but it got too complex for me to be able to stand. Problem is I usually create factories that are not easy to expand because they're compact. Other way. Just a dude sitting around. You're mine now. Well, if he's gonna drop any loot, it's gonna be a while. Did I go over here? No. Kinda wish this came in a mini-map.
Crafty the Hawk. you should be a protogen. Yes.
Lethal Company. I was just not sure what you were even talking about for a bit there. That's probably another game I could consider streaming.
Crafty the Hawk. I am riddled in more than one way.
So you say.
Smogless foot.
Why what?
Crafty protogen.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Smogless foot. Around 100 hours on the game.
I have much less than that, but only because the only time I've ever played it was on this when Ryder was playing it as a group.
There's something behind that his barrier.
Hmm.
I never attempted modded until I hit the 100 HR mark.
Hmm. The measure of modded that I did in that was mostly just to add quality of life things or cosmetics. Didn't actually add any like enemies or reskin any of them or any of that. Hmm. Okay, how do? Oh.
Crafty the Hawk. It was hilarious. Smogless foot. That sounds annoying to me.
Hmm. The annoying part of that comes from being dead and having to wait until everyone finishes and heads back to space.
I also check the mods before I play, or I make the mod pack myself and send it out. Crafty the Hawk. Fair, but the group didn't say anything.
Generally speaking, if a group is willing to make a mod pack like that, then the group probably already has those kinds of antics going on, and likely doesn't have a lot of people who get annoyed by that super easily.
Smogless foot. I found out yesterday I spent 4K on Steam.
Wow.
Crafty the Hawk. Also, when someone get a shovel, they killed everyone and sold their bodies to the company. They never got a shovel again.
Mm-hmm. When...
Got asterisk.
When someone in that game ends up starting to kill teammates, I usually take them out myself. Because I don't like people messing with my team.
Smogless food. I tend to not play with people like that. Crafty the Hawk. Xantha is a nice fan.
I'm a protective Fennec.
Crafty the Hawk. That's a better word.
Director Faden here. Dispatch a ranger to this location.
Huh.
Nice to see a director out in the field.
Yeah, that'll do it. What? I didn't know that snipers could teleport.
Go around him. Fight now.
Too far to the left. All this loot that I can't pick up because my inventory's full as usual. Ah. Secrets. Is there any more of those? Something going on up here. Is that a light or a window? I guess it's a light. Okay. way to go to progress. I don't think they would hide anything in a room that's not lit up. There's too many of those here. Glance around. Too hard to see. Ah.
You're listening to America Overnight, now in its 29th year. Or is it?
Find an opening!
It is, don't worry. Tonight, we're discussing thrift store oddities and one-of-a-kind finds. Peggy's on the line from Biloxi. She and her husband found a beautiful Himalayan salt lamp at a garage sale. Tell us about it, Peggy.
Flanking! Salt lamps, you know, those glowy rocks you plug in. They're supposed to release negative ions. Clear the air. I got one, only $4, and I put it in our living room. I thought it would look nice there. It gives the whole room this lovely orange glow.
Now, this is usually when the call takes a turn.
It's my husband. When he's in the living room, he won't take his eyes off the lamp. He's obsessed with it. If I turn it off, he gets so upset. He says it needs to stay on.
Flank those bastards!
Last night, I woke up at 3 a.m. He wasn't in bed. I found him in the living room, staring at the lamp. He was smiling. His eyes were open, but I thought he might be sleepwalking, so I shook him.
Box him in!
Smiling at the light. Then he started to speak. He said, every time a reflection reflects itself, it gets a little greener.
I've read that.
Then he turned to me. He was
Advance!
still smiling, eyes open. His eyes are brown, almost black. But the
Box him
eyes
in!
of the man in the living room last night, his eyes were green.
Sounds just like...
Flank him!
Get everything you can out of it and call HQ. Peggy, I'm so sorry to cut you
Go
off there,
around
but
him!
we need to go
Could
to
you
the
shut
commercial.
up?
I'd like you to stay on the line, though. My
Push
producer,
up!
Karen, needs a little more information. Okay?
Okay.
Get around them!
America Overnight. We'll be right back.
Flanking maneuver!
Shush. There's nothing even up there.
Push!
Oh, never mind.
Someone call a plumber. But no one was around to hear that.
Polaris was. Ah. is a very interesting theory. Question mark? Hmm. Alright. It's over this way. More floaty. So let me go forward. Can't go through there. But here. Loot. More loot. Okay, that one. That not surfable again. I should do. Thing in here? No, this is the way. Okay. What's in here? The way through. Or the way back, rather.
You're listening to America Overnight, a beacon in the darkest recesses of years. We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned, but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set. A fountain. A blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B. Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is molten hot. Perfect for meat." No signature. As far as I know, no fondue set was sent to us here at the studio. Just this letter. Wait. I think there's something else in the envelope. Some kind of black powder. With white shards in it? Bone, maybe? Karen. What is this? Karen? We're on the air, Karen. Where are you? What? Oh, is this powder in the booth? Is this ash? Oh. Oh, God. Karen? How do I cut to commercial?
Huh. Well, that's it. Unfortunate turn. Okay. When the show is just a little too lit. Maybe shouldn't be able to help us, or maybe it's intentional. Sometimes we see patients about. So the crazy, flashy debris monsters can't get through the crystals. Oop. Wow. What's up here?
So that's the altered item. Looks pretty secure.
We're not supposed to be here just yet.
Warning. Altered item detected in Transport Bay. Access is prohibited per Safety Regulation 18.A.
Aha. Now we're supposed to be up there. Hold up. Is it down here? Yes.
No power. Typical.
Hey, honey.
I should hire someone who builds smaller
I
machines.
figured out how you can beat the game without worrying about the badges. Tell Dozer they are chicken nuggets.
I suppose that's one way. So I will need to throw the batteries into there. It's a good thing they're magnetic.
Material detected in area. Personnel may now safely enter. Have a Bureau full day.
Fucking go away. Heck.
I am a head out. Have a good
Alright.
day, everyone.
Take care, Crafty. Why am I to go up, I guess? Okay. Anything up here first? I don't think so. Maybe. No, nothing up here. Alright. Yeah, that's a shortcut. Two different paths.
Brian's movie den.
Movie Den. Brian. Welcome to another episode of Brian's Movie Den with me, the ever-lovable Brian Hinnerman. Today I want to talk about a new film I found at Movie Night. That's night with a K, the mecca for VHS aficionados in the greater Dallas area. Yeehaw! The movie is called Delivery Disaster. We open in media res. A mailman drives a truck full of packages down in an endless American neighborhood as a pack of rabid dogs chase behind. Now, these dogs are nothing like my stepmom's corgi Chuck.
You know,
These are some real...
Action Max camera. That's me a movie camera. Turns integration by card. It doesn't tell me exactly what the camera can do. Is the way I need to go, or is the other way I need to go? More lore.
Furryman01. The good news is, the Avala didn't get any corn.
Ask for this. Alright. I'll assume that this is the way I'm supposed to go to Federetos. So I'm gonna go the other way. Very well hidden. Just saying. Alright. Wonder if he ever met any other fish people.
Properly trained. Guess I pass. I am very properly trained.
Trained in the art of destroying and murdering everything.
I remember that camera. How the hell did it get out? Are they his shooting movies now?
Oh.
After that camera! And step on it!
Alright. Glad my levitation follows them.
No way am I sharing the spotlight with his.
Hey, Dozer. Yeah.
Thought you could lose me, huh? What am I helping you Almost had it.
Good music.
You're too tall for this ride.
Oh, I should have let it get hit by the sign. Bye bye, Luke.
Wait, what? We're back? Did that really just happen? It felt like a dream. Or maybe a bad movie.
It wasn't that bad. I gotta find that song and add it to my art playlist. Assuming it's not just copyrighted to hell. Alright. Where are we going now?
Hiss got in. Boom.
Boom.
The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail? What the hell was she thinking?
Hmm. My red damage boost, huh? What do we got here? 57%. Alright.
All right, this is the last one.
Alright. I don't have to do
I
it.
can't believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
Easy.
There. Easy as pie. Fuck! But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I? Holy shit.
Huh. And that didn't bring me high enough.
Oh, thank God.
On what? What do you see that I don't? Oh.
What the hell was all that? Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know.
Will she though? Round enemy, get hit by an air enemy. I couldn't tell if that was the thing that was screeching or not. The fact that it lasted so long should have told me, I guess. Oh, okay. I know where I am now. More of that. Alright. Got an edit. Yes, I already got better than that. Already got better than that. I don't do melee. Taking melee damage. Dash. Hello, Arky. Welcome. Right. Alright, anything else down here? Exploring. Yes, in fact.
Hello? This looks like a fever dream.
Hello, little there. Yeah, a little bit. This game is based in the SCP universe, which, for all intents and purposes, is the end-all be-all of sci-fi.
Lee Pookie Bear, isn't that the one with all the various numbered beasts and
And objects, and places, and all sorts of things. Basically, SCP is... if you can think of something weird, someone's probably written a story about it. And elaborated on it in a way you could have never imagined.
Director?
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Lee Pookie Bear.
It has stopped.
Maximum
The nail is
power.
repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, Right now, both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need
Just
more
gotta
information.
fix the frequency. That's
No. I need to fix this, now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
If you're not gonna listen to me, then you better go figure out how to stop this. There's no telling what could happen if the vibrations escalate.
I already talked about all that stuff.
I'll see you later, Emily.
Good luck. Take notes.
That was a completely unnecessary extra piece of dialogue. Oh. Now there's a hole here. Okay. Whee!
I hope I know what I'm doing. That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
100 day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They hunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
So, like I said, places are included in the weird factor.
The crystals are growing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
Astral spike. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
That is a lot of red. Huh.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels, to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Leave Pookie Bear. Yap yap yap.
Send a ranger to my location.
Oh yeah, if you don't like listening to lore or reading or whatever, you're probably not going to like this game very much, because there's a lot of that. Sure, there's a considerable amount of action too, but there's a lot more, like, backstory and whatnot to this game than most. Who the fuck are you? Oh, that's Marshall, I think. That's not good.
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right. Leave your innocence.
Fuckers, take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Okay. I got one mode. Let's try that again. Also, I need to spend points. Okay. Probably not going to use any of these other abilities, but I have the points to continue leveling them. Alright. Since we're going to be dealing with that...
This is the director. I need backup at my location.
I need a better weapon. Don't think I have one that would be better, honestly. Just try with what we have. hate those enemies. They're so hard to deal with. I could just, go float in the air, but they'll start throwing shit at me too. Kept my, yeah. Try it again. Yeah. But I'm the protagonist, I'm allowed to do that. Maybe did a number on me this time. Would not do enough damage. Really need to use the shield more, but it's so hard to remember to do. Because usually it's irrelevant. No way to get back up. Well. No, it didn't actually, end me. Usually that's just straight down. Couldn't move. I think I got staggered by a pickaxe. Oh my lord. Again, I really hate these pickaxe enemies. They have too much going for them. does it do half my health in one hit? Oh, there's two of them. Fuck off.
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering and what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else.
Okay. Now I need to clear out my inventory because I have way too many things. Ooh, damage against armor. That's a good one.
Leap Pookie Bear. Victory by kidnapping the enemies.
Yeah. Yep, that's another thing I can do in this game. It's just difficult to actually do because they have to be low health. Okay, use that. Cost atrophy. Already have a good one with that. Of course, I could sacrifice either throwing energy cost, getting ammo back when I dash, or health to make it much faster. Like, double the speed of capturing them. But it's a hard choice. Especially when it's only relevant after you have damaged them enough. Alright. Pick up all the loot. Oh, just health.
Well, fuck you too. Oh, I'll be sure to. Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Hmm. Oh, unmapped area. Okay. Unfortunately, that means I have no idea where I need to be. Okay, so I think that was the path that was blocked off a bit ago, or that one. I think I went this way. Oh, hey, it's the former. Okay, bye. Oh, and now it's getting very dark.
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise, I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together?
So that was the end of the DLC. This doesn't make sense that that boss fight was so tough then.
I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
And I did it my way. Alright, is there anything else to talk to this lady about?
Now that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit.
What do you know about an entity named Former?
I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me?
Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened and now it's separate?
Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or a group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although it could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important.
Fortune favors the prepared. Do it. What do you know about Director Northmore?
Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore's famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before he found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars or whatever. You know, standard, uninteresting methods.
I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic.
Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to... Well, we don't need to go into that. Strangely, the only two board-appointed directors left the position under unusual circumstances. If the board appoints a director, then how do they retire them? I doubt they go out and buy you a gold watch. Sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to imply that...
Don't worry. If anyone's getting shown the door, it's them. Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it?
Define anything.
Anything unusual?
Define unusual.
Emily.
Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes.
Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail?
I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any His corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail.
I've been wondering about that myself. Did the board let the Hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
Good question.
I'm gonna keep looking around.
I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work.
We'll work on that.
Alright. Now what? Is there anything left? No. That's all the missions. I've got one that I never figured out how to finish. And that's it. I think we're pretty much done with this game. Of course, I have no idea what I'm going to play next. Let's see. There is a thing I never revealed. Huh. What's over here? Figure out how to get down there, actually. Cannot do that from here. I think it was a transit corridor. So I never did figure out how to open this door. Okay. How do I get in there? I found a secret. But that's not what I need. How do I access a completely separate area? And why hasn't it led me to it, considering how this game tends to work?
Structural integrity ruined.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime that there's a picture on the wall that looks like a pathway or something like that, That means it's a breakable wall, apparently. There might have been more throughout the course of the game, but I just never noticed them. But this is a very large game, so ain't no way I'm gonna be searching through everything. But I do want to figure out why there's an area here that's still unrevealed. I don't know where I would go for that. Right then. Okay. Can't go through here, I don't think.
We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event
I think I already listened to this. Okay, this way, maybe. Alright, in this area. It's a shame you didn't see more of the game, because there was things like this going on. It is really, really cool. I actually highlighted a section of the game that features a lot of this. That is really good music, too. Yeah, I don't think I can get there from here either. I'll quickly look something up. Seeing as I don't have anything else to do in this game, I want to find out about that. There we go. Okay, so this is the conversation I need to have. Where do I go from here? I have to go back through here. Okay. A little bit of time for you.
In the Ocean View Motel. Could survivors be hiding in... Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak. And
oh boy, this is an old conversation that I did.
Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
Alright. So that, I think, was a fairly old conversation that I never got to
Do you
activate.
remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of
Dang.
it.
There we
That
go.
thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing.
Alright. Oh, these are all things I've never actually talked to her about.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. The fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm gonna consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that. So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
Me.
you. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily. I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Alright.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
Right. So, now that I've done that...
Smogless Foot, how long is your hair?
You have a habit of coming up with some interesting questions. Shoulder length at this point, I think. There we go.
Smogless Foot, nice.
Strode thoughts. How long is your hair, Smogless?
Alright. Ah, it is now open.
Smogless Foot, it's both short and shoulders.
I get my hair cut every year for Burning Man. Oh.
Smogless Foot, how did you know?
You described the mold.
There you are.
Oh, what have you got? Another instance of thing sneaking up at me while I'm trying to deal with things in the air. All the things to do that with, though, like, jeez. I suppose I can go up high. There's railing up there. Grab. Swear to fucking God. I didn't even know we could get up here. Alright. So, getting up high doesn't help. God, that's annoying.
There you are. I guess the Bureau should start looking for a new head of communications.
It wasn't JRPG levels of optional boss, but still.
Spotless foot. How long is your hair strode?
That's not bad. I continue to have the thought that there's so much music in this game that would make great VCR maps.
Spotless foot. Swallow full scary.
actually did a thing. Neat. And now back to the place.
Strode thoughts, short. Strode thoughts, and receding.
There haven't been any Hiss sightings in the Ocean View Motel. Could survivors be hiding inside?
It's possible. I remember a report about a similar incident from '84. The Bureau lost contact with a whole department during a house shift. The department head was found in the motel 2 years later, his arm stuck in the vending machine.
Make a note to send in a search party when possible.
Arms stuck in a vending machine. Oh boy.
I took care of the Tomasi problem. Sorry, I forget he was a coworker.
Don't apologize. That wasn't the real Tomasi. He died when the Hiss got him.
You're right.
I have clearly had
I
too
just
much
didn't
salt.
want to be insensitive.
Water
Sentimentality
tastes
is a
amazing right
weakness
now.
in situations like these, Jesse. It's Bureau 101.
I don't think Emily's in danger of being called sentimental.
Cool. Got that done.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Smogless food. Isn't the one
Please,
sip.
Emily. Not even as a
No
joke.
chills. Hydration is important, haha.
Alright, so still got this mission, and I still have not figured out what to do with it. Because I've already gone and completed all 3 of the expedition things. I've already talked to this guy.
Hiss with one thorough sweep. I heard you closed the Hiss portal, or whatever it is we're calling it. And if we could just flush out the stragglers.
Oh, these are all things I haven't actually talked to him about.
So, what's next for Simon Arish?
Well, first off, I'm banning all slide projectors. That's it. Seriously, though, we need to review our protocols. Research should not be making decisions that endanger the entire Bureau. No, fuck it. The entire fucking world without some serious oversight.
I think Pope would agree. Certain people in the Bureau have been working in the shadows for too long.
And I'd like to make these HRAs part of the mandatory Bureau uniform. They're not stylish, but better safe than sorry.
I don't think anyone will complain. Not after this. What are your thoughts on me serving as director?
Well, I couldn't be more excited. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Trench was fine, but... Well, you pulled us back from the brink, so... Well, I'm honored to serve, ma'am. I mean, fuck, shit. Faden. Sorry.
He'll get it one day. So, what's the situation in my bureau, Arish?
The situation is we are still up to our eyes in Hiss. Not to mention the months of repairs it's gonna take just to get this place up and running again.
But is it doable?
Of course it is. You just might need to tell some rangers to grab a wrench once they're done hunting Hiss.
Did anyone ever mention to you that Darling was using the slide projector?
Well, Salvador never did, but I doubt he even knew. Look, I'm well aware that it's our job to study and contain the things that we don't understand, but well, some of the things that Darling did were way outside of our mission statement. Look, these things are not toys, and acting like they are is only ever going to end one way. At least Pope seems to understand that.
Well, it's secure now. No one can reach it without my say-so.
But thank Christ for that.
Marshall's been missing for a while now. Any ideas where she could be?
Old
The last
conversation.
time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the Rangers out of the Atlas. Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go check on something.
Did you ask where she was going?
Whew. Marshall is not the kind of person you question. Kind of intimidating, you know? But, she was by herself, if that helps at all.
Not really, but thanks. Hopefully she turns up.
This is before the DLC,
I'll
where
see
you're
you
finding
later.
out about what's
You know
going
where
on
I'll
with
be.
her. Alright, I still don't know what to do about this heckin' jukebox. I've already done all the things. Suppose I can just keep looking in a low difficulty one. This is the only one that I haven't looked thoroughly in, because usually I'm in a rush. Anything around here for me to interact with? No. Here. Nothing. It's just sitting in the why does this exist, huh? Okay. This area has never served any purpose. Enemies don't spawn up here. There's no objective up here. Like, what the heck? Well, I don't think there's anything for me to do here. I suppose one thing I never do is explore after I've finished all the things and killed the boss. What the heck? You'd think this would be related, but this is just one of the objectives of the area that you do every time. Well, guess we found it. If there's one of those in every area, then I only found 2 out of 5. 4. 2 out of 4. By the way, today may be just a short stream, purely because I don't actually have another game lined up. I've decided the one I wanted to play after this. I'm glad, especially considering how slow and involved it is. One thing I don't recall if I ever finished was the arcade cabinets. gotta finish the last island and then kill the boss, and then the time limit will go away and I can actually go look around. Units. Alright, back to the center. Time limit is gone. Alright. Turn that on. Let me go back? No, actually it won't. Good to know. And I don't think I can make it back there. Or rather, I can't make it back from there. I don't like that I have to search on a time limit. It kind of sucks. See if I can make it across. I can. Looking for a tape recorder. Yes, it'll be near one of these control point things. So far, no. Already gone up there, but I might as well check again. I forget what I got from up here. It's something. Wherever it is, it's not up here. So... so awkwardly difficult to find. Like, if I am supposed to find something here, why is it so difficult to find when you have a time limit to deal with usually? I don't think there is one over here. Alright, I think I can make it to the other island from high up. I think I do need to get up there to get to the next place. Alright. Wait, I just heard an enemy. Why are there... Hello? Why did things just spawn up here? Whatever. Alright, will it let me go in this direction, I wonder? Will I get hit by an invisible wall? Yes, I will get hit by an invisible wall. Love it. Well, I think by going up there I can at least make it back to the central island and have a look elsewhere. Let's find out. don't need to. I don't think I can make it from this height. A little too far away, and it's level with me. I don't get much higher from up there, do I? This is worth it. Again. It's trying to tell me that there's something significant up here, except that I've already been up here. Found the thing that was significant before. Alright. Visible walls. It won't even let me go around it for the most part. Alright. What if I just reset? Hey, that works. Alright, so I found one there on that island, I think. And the survival island. Did not find one on the far left one. So maybe there's still one over here. If I don't find anything here, I'll go back and see if the conversation has changed. And if I don't get that, then I guess we'll do something else. I wish I could replay the ashtray maze part. It was a really fun segment. Well, I don't think there's anything here to listen to. Alright. Let's hope that getting that second recording box was enough. Also, I never actually, described why I wasn't inclined to do Vault Hunters. It's because I already went through that once on a server that was tied to our server. Our Discord server.
this for? I found a couple of relevant files in Dr. Darling's.
And it gained a sense of repetitiousness that I just wasn't fond of.
Then go see if any ranger squads are available for a file retrieval mission.
There we go. There's... Okay, so now. Oh yeah, the movie camera. Nice. A guy that I didn't listen to the full audio clip from because, well, his presentation quality was lacking. Right.
Hey, I found a file on the old director, Northmore. Didn't list any date of death. Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
Just generic conversation
I'll
starter.
see you later.
Alright.
You know where I'll be.
Alright, I don't know what to do with this quest. It gives me no indication whatsoever what to do. I've already gone through all those things. I found 2 of the logs. I don't know if there's more. I've talked to everyone that I thought was relevant. So, I think I'm gonna just let that one be. And probably look it up, but I don't know if I care that much. So.